Hello, welcome back to my stream. I'm going to show you a game on Habitation Station. This is a defining game in my StarCraft career. I am Platinum recently. I made it to Platinum on 3 servers, the North American, the European, and the Southeast Asia. So that was a huge deal for me. I was gold on North America and silver on the other 2 last season, so I am cruising forward. I am just rising to the top, and I've never been past silver on the Korean server, so that's what I am this game. And you can see at the end what happens. I think I caught that on video. I'm not positive about that. If not, I'll just tell you what happens. But this game is really fun. I believe this is a top gold player. I was kind of surprised. Okay, yeah, he's going for a rush game. He's only got 10 drones. I've only got 12 probes, so I'm not that much ahead of him. But he's trying to bust me. He's trying to kill me early, and I didn't scout. I put a pylon here. But I had my probe in position to see this coming across the map. If you get into the game about 4 minutes, and the Zerg can usually have a hatchery here, and then a hatchery here. They're usually on 3 bases by now. So if they haven't expanded at all, then you know that they're doing something cheesy. And if they've taken both their gases, if they've taken one gas, you have to be careful, because they may have upgraded speed or they might have a baneling nest. If they've taken both gases, then you have to wake up, and build units fast, because they're going to be coming across the map with a lot of units. But fortunately, this guy he kind of showed his hand. I mean, he didn't clear this pylon, he didn't throw another hatchery down, so I knew exactly what was happening. And I chrono boosted sentries, because I knew that he was going to be coming up this ramp with roaches. So if I have 3 or 4 sentries, I can permanently force field that ramp. He was smart with this. He only sent out 4 Zerglings instead of showing all of his units which are coming out. Yeah, instead of showing this roach, for example, he just showed the 4 Zerglings. So, one bad thing that I did was send this little group out without the mothership core, because there was no recalling. I get a couple Zerglings for this, and I've got the watchtower, so I know what's coming. But if he had killed off this full sentry, for example, I would have been in big trouble. Fortunately, he doesn't. This move right here was not super smart. But I'm playing really careful. I've only got 1 gateway, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to have sentries, and I'm going to be able to force field this ramp. Walking into this was bad. I'm not sure how this happened. Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened. Whoa, okay. That was close. And he's got 7 roaches. Okay. So I'm actually in a bit of trouble at this point, but I've got a better economy. I think I have a better economy. Darn it, I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Let's go back a bit. Yeah, I've got 22 to his 17 workers. I started a base, but then I saw the roaches, and so I canceled it to have the extra money. I threw down my other 2 gateways. I threw down a forge, actually. It's not a bad idea. It's better to have the mobile units, but the cannon definitely has the DPS that you need. And you want 3 or 4 sentries, so you can not only force field the bottom, but if they make it up the ramp... Sorry, let me go back a second. If they make it part way up the ramp, you can actually push their units down the ramp again so that they're on the low ground with your force fields. And he made the mistake of not having an overlord here. If he had an overlord here, he could probably snipe my buildings from the low ground. But he doesn't have that set up. So This battle right here pretty much wins me the game. Because he's on one base, he has a lower economy than me, and he's not getting anything done. I mean, he killed a pylon. Um, my mothership core is wailing away on him. Of course, not doing anything at all really. But with these 3 sentries, I can just do this forever, you know. And I've got my immortal coming out. I got supply blocked. I get supply blocked a lot recently. I need to fix that. That's a major problem I have. Right here, right here. The first force field goes down and keeps him from my units. Unfortunately, I was out of energy? Yeah, okay, I have one more on the way, but this was a pretty close moment. If he had kept pushing, it could have been pretty bad. But we're getting the immortal out. And for some reason he doesn't expand. I don't understand this. He keeps pumping out roaches. This is a high level player too. Like he's not low. I guess he's planning on just containing me and taking out my base every time I expand, which he does pretty well for a long time in this game. I mean, we're 9 minutes into the game and neither of us have an expansion. But I'm doing exactly what I need to do. I got my immortal out. I got my mothership core spotting this. And we'll slow it down a little bit. Okay, this is important. He makes it up the ramp, but I start with one force field here, kill these 2 roaches, and I do another force field. And because my cannon's here, his burrowing doesn't keep him alive. It doesn't stop me from attacking him. So you can actually like force. I've never done this before, before this game, but you can force the roaches all the way down the ramp. Just like push them away from you, even if they've already made it up there. So I've got a giant lead at this point. I'm several workers ahead. I have my tech out. You know, I've got my immortals pumping out, and my warping mechanic is almost ready. So I'm in really good shape, and he can't really do anything. He can't do anything to stop this. So we're gonna speed it up. That was the important part of the game. That hold, and we're gonna speed it up to the 2 base all in. I do a lot of 2 bases all in versus Zerg. Whoa, okay, slow down. Whoa. Okay, this is an important battle too. He let me get past this point right here and didn't surround me. If he'd had enough Zerglings and roaches, he could have surrounded me here and I would have had to recall out and I wouldn't have gotten to this base at all. But because he had such a late expansion, he didn't have the units to do that. So let's skip ahead. I keep my mothership core alive. I got the time warps in case he's coming behind me. Sniping that base, just getting me farther ahead. And I'm still ahead on the workers. He's going to try to come up this ramp, but I mean, he's got the Hydras for the DPS, but he doesn't have the roaches anymore to tank because he lost all of them. And he's dead. I mean, if this was a WCS game, which obviously I wouldn't be in WCS, but if it was, the caster would just say, yeah, this game is over. Sean, Umbreon moves on to the next round. I want you to see the final mix of units that I have. I decided to go Archons. The reason being, in recent games that I've lost, the opponents got enough Hydras out, and the Hydras do so much DPS that they tear through the Zealots, they tear through the Stalkers, and of course they destroy the Immortals before I can do anything. But if you have 3 or 4 Archons in the front, they're going to tank enough for your other units to get in there and get the kills. Wow, this Immortal has 13 kills. That's fantastic. Okay, so let's skip ahead to the final battle here. This is my army. I mean, there's just nothing he can do. I may have already uploaded this video, so if you've already seen this, awesome. Let's watch it again. And this is a great composition right here. I mean, 3 Archons, 3 Immortals, Stalkers. I start warping in the Stalkers after the initial attack because if he does a Muta-switch, then... And he had the gas for it. Well, maybe not quite enough gas for it because he spent it on Hydralisks. But if he'd done a Muta-switch, I would have been ready for him. And I'm getting my 3rd base going. He doesn't even have his 2nd base fully saturated. So that's it. That's game. Speed it up, slow it down. Let's see. Come on, fight. Let's go. Let's go. I like having the Archons because I can force field him out of my army, and then I can walk over my own force field so I don't get blocked. It's really nice. Alright, he's just gonna GG. This ramp was actually pretty hard to get up, but because I had such a overwhelmingly powerful force, I mean, you can see the DPS of the Hydras. He clears out a lot of my units. Oh, wow. I'm also move commanding. Whoa, that was bad. That could have actually lost me the game. Huh. Wow, I didn't notice that when I was playing. But it didn't matter. I was too far ahead. So, and I have a ton of stalkers coming across the map. So GG. Well played. I'm not sure if it shows, but this game got me promoted to rank of gold on the Korean server, and that was a huge deal for me. That was just a really big moment because I've struggled with bronze players in the Korean server. There's bronze players on the Korean server that feel like they're diamond players. It's absolutely it's a hard server to be on. Some guys are really bad, but most of them are really good. So thanks for watching, and please come back and check out my YouTube. It's Ombrion. There's lots of videos on there now for Protoss, and there's 1 or 2 videos for League of Legends as well. All right.